Well, hey, so we've been on the property now for a little over 2 months. So I figured it's time, now that we got some great weather this week, to do a little tour and show everybody around so you get an appreciation of the place we chose to call home. So to make that happen, I threw a GoPro on the front of the quad and I'm going to take you for a little spin. So let's go. This area here is all of our paddocks. Now we've got a whole series of paddocks that are all cross fenced so that we can move livestock between them, and each of these paddocks has its own livestock shed there. So we got, I think, probably half a dozen of these livestock sheds throughout our whole paddock system. And there's a few more down at that end. And we've got this one here right behind the barn, and right now I've got all the wood, and there's no shortage of it, that I've been picking up off the property. I've been putting it in there, and hopefully be able to use some of that and do something with it for some woodworking. And in the garage, that window that's just over my shoulder, that whole space is going to be my workshop. So we're in the process of setting that up, and I'll show that in a different video. our hay field here, and it's about 22 acres. Over on the opposite side, we've got the co-op, we got the Baptist church, and we got one neighbor that's right there, and they are wonderful people who have lent us their Kubota to plow our driveway this winter. So last year they didn't get any hay off this field with the drought, but in past years they've gotten about $5,000 worth of hay off this field. So we'll see how this year goes. our plateau. This is up around behind the house, and we got some great views. So over there to the north, we got some great views of some hills, and we also have some great views to the south as well. And this is the hill over there where we see the deer hanging out quite a bit. So here I'm standing up on the outcrop, overlooking our paddocks and our barn, and then our hayfield across the opposite side. And right behind me, this is a wicked sledding hill for going down with a GT in the winter. So this is our backyard here. So we've got our laundry room where we come out with the dog multiple times a day. The kids have their playhouse right here. The old owners had an above ground pool on that nice flat spot right behind me. And down at the opposite end, we've got the garage. So this backyard, the fenced in portion, and it's all got this nice black PVC coated fencing. So this fenced in part is probably about twice the size of our lot that we had in Calgary alone, and Lilo just loves flying around in here. Right, Lilo, you want to go for a run? Off of our yard is our garden, and there's a greenhouse over there, and previous owners had started putting in a food forest type garden. So again, there's all kinds of rows of perennials. We've got a whole bunch of other plants on order, and we will see what comes up. And that is not staying, that belongs to the old owner. So at some point, they said they're coming back to get that. So there's our greenhouse right behind me with the planting table. And let's see what we can show off here. So walking through all the gardens. I see. And these are all of the rows right here. Got some tires over there, and I don't know what they've got in them, but we will see. So here, just outside of our walkout basement, previous owners had put in some artificial turf. They were running a dog training business out of here, so that's where they were doing their dog training. And then we've got a bit of a arbor gazebo type thing, a play set with some slides, a swing set with a Hannah.
Hi.
And over our shoulder, to our surprise, there are a couple of maple trees over there. And for a space out on the prairies, we've got a really nicely planted yard. So lots of nice plants. We're not sure what they all are yet. We'll have to see what comes up in the spring. But left us a nice little bistro set right there. So there's a tour of the new property. Our intent is to get something out probably weekly, just to share what we're doing with our friends and family and whoever else wants to watch. So I hope you'll keep checking out the videos we put together, and we will see you on the next one.